John.
There are drones that are flying predominantly in this area, New Jersey, and believed to be all over the country, where nobody knows what they are, who they are ran by, whether or not it's a foreign entity, government, or private companies. I believe that we go back to the Chinese air balloons from this past summer. They tracked them all the way across the country, finally shot them down over the Atlantic Ocean. They didn't want to hurt anybody. These drones in this area are the size of a car. So the fear is they're monitoring stuff, they're monitoring potentially military bases, sensitive government areas, let's say. Well, you can't just shoot them down. You shoot them down, you're gonna potentially kill people and destroy buildings and property. Two, they don't even know where they're coming from. We were able to identify these new drones that were using hot air to the Chinese, but we don't know what these are. They're obviously not armed. If they were armed, they would shoot them down. If there were any kind of threat to our installations, they would shoot them down. Our installations are secure. I have no doubt about that. What you see from above, yeah, you can get a blueprint of the military base, the government location, but you're not gonna steal any data. My opinion about these drones right now is most likely private companies testing new technologies. I think there's enough counter UAS technologies out there right now that could
obliterate,
not obliterate, but even take control of. We know that there's counter UAS technology out there that can take control of drones in the sky. So we could take it over and take it down. So maybe these private companies have found a way to counter the counter UAS technology, and that's why these aren't coming down. Beyond that, I have no reason to believe that it's nefarious. Personally, I think it's just private companies testing some new stuff at the most.
The only thing that I find strange about it, I'm not the only thing, but one of the weirdest things I find about it is, what's the motivation? Why test all this stuff right out here, right? I mean, clearly the government has things that we don't. Every government has some software, technology, aircrafts that we don't know. They don't test them
in our population.
Right out here. So that's the only thing that makes me wonder why that would be needed to do. Go to the desert. What's up with that? That's the only thing that feels weird.
If it is government.
Sure, but even private though. What do private corporations?
Private has stuff like that, but I would assume maybe to get hype, maybe to test out how people would react. I don't know, and maybe that is some government stuff, some psychological warfare.
Are you saying there's a private company out there that's getting ready to release the flying cars that from when we were a kid are finally coming? Is that where we're going?
We've seen a lot of technologies come and go that have started out with cartoons and different shows from our childhood. I don't know. It is a mystery. Will we find out? Yeah, I think sooner than later too. There's definitely public opinion and discourse going on, and the government, the private corporations, they don't want to tick off a bunch of people. There's something there that we don't know, but we're going to find out pretty quick. It's not a UFO situation.